Mastering basic English grammar with ease. That's the topic of today's lesson. In this episode, we are going to unravel the basics of English grammar. If you are a beginner or just looking to brush up on your skills, then of course this lesson is perfect for you. This is English Classes Online, and I am your host, Benjamin. Let's jump right in. Introduction to parts of speech. To start with, let's explore the fundamental parts of speech in English. These are the categories that words fall into, and there are 8 main ones that you should know, namely nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. These are called word classes. They are the 8 groups into which English words are divided according to the work they do in English sentences. Now let's look at nouns. What exactly are nouns? Nouns name people, places, things, or ideas. They are called naming words. Think of words like teacher, city, apple, or freedom. These are examples of nouns. Pronouns like he, they, and it stand in for nouns. Pronouns are words used in place of nouns. Verbs describe actions or states. That's what verbs do. Examples of verbs are run, think, and exist. They describe actions or states of being. Adjectives such as happy, large, and colorful add detail to nouns. They are used to describe nouns. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs, giving more detail. Words like quickly, very, and extremely are examples of adverbs. Prepositions show relationships between a noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. Examples of prepositions are under, before, and during. Conjunctions connect words or groups of words. For example, and, but, and because. These are conjunctions. They are used to join words or groups of words together. Finally, interjections express strong emotions like ouch, wow, and hooray. This brings us to building sentences. You need to understand that parts of speech or word classes are the building blocks. Words are the building blocks with which sentences are constructed. When we want to convey meaning, either by speech or by writing, we use sentences. So let's look at building sentences. Now that we know the parts of speech, let's look at how they come together to form sentences. A basic sentence in English usually has a subject and a predicate. The subject is who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate tells us what the subject does or who the subject is. For instance, in the sentence, the dog barks, the predicates. All right? The predicate is the dog. The dog is the subject, and barks is the predicate. So, look at the two parts of the sentence. The dog barks. The subject is the dog. The predicate is barks. Sentences can be simple two-word groups such as she dances. But sentences can, instead of being as simple as that, they can be compound like she dances and he sings. Or it can be complex like when she dances, he sings. Understanding these structures will help you build clear and varied sentences. Of course, I've uploaded videos dealing on various types of sentences according to structure. You have the simple sentence, you have the compound sentence, you have the complex sentence, you have the compound complex sentence, and then you have the multiple sentence. All right? So, if you search this channel, you will find videos that will explain these various types of sentences. Next, we want to look at key grammar rules. So let's go over some key grammar rules every beginner should know. Number one, subject-verb agreement. The subject and verb must agree in number. For example, he runs, which is singular, versus they run, which is plural. The subject-verb agreement states that if the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. So, in the first sentence, he runs, he is singular, and runs is singular verb. In the second sentence, they is plural subject, and run is plural verb. So, that is the subject-verb agreement. It's one of the grammar rules you need to know, so you will avoid grammar mistakes. Number two, tenses. You need to use correct tense to indicate when an action takes place. For past actions, use the past tense like walked. For present actions, use the present tense like walk. For future actions, use the future tense like will walk. Of course, I have uploaded some videos on English tenses, so if you watch those videos, you will learn more about how to use English tenses correctly. Next, we have articles. You need to use articles correctly for you to make your English grammar good or correct. For your English grammar to be good, you need to master the correct uses of articles. So use a, an, and the correctly. A and an are used for non-specific nouns, while the is used for specific nouns. For example, if you say Henry is a man, this is an elephant. When you are looking at non-specific nouns that something that the person you are talking to didn't have prior knowledge of. You can say, I saw a boy. But when the speaker, when the listener already knows the person you are talking about, then you can begin to use the, which is definite article. So a and an are known as indefinite articles because they are used for non-specific nouns. But the is a definite article, is used for something already known to both the speaker and the listener. So when you say the man, it is because your listener or the person you are talking to already knows who you are talking about. But if you are talking about somebody unknown, you say, I saw a man beating a boy the other time. Next, we have punctuation. That's another important aspect of grammar that requires to be mastered. Proper punctuation is key to clear writing. Punctuation refers to writing. Use periods, commas, question marks, and exclamation points where appropriate. Again, I've uploaded a video on how to use punctuation marks. So watch the video and master the correct use of punctuation marks. Various punctuation marks, you'll discover their purpose and their correct use. Now it's time for practice exercises. It's time to put our knowledge to the test with some practice exercises. Try to identify the parts of speech and correct the grammar in these sentences. 1. She go to school. Identify the error and correct it. Now the correct sentence is, she goes to school. The verb needs to agree with the subject, and that has to do with the subject-verb agreement that we earlier talked about. Number 2, he is a good teacher. Now identify the parts of speech. That's what you need to do here. Identify the parts of speech. So I want you to think about it. Pause and think about the parts of speech. What are the parts of speech contained in this sentence? Now, he is a pronoun, is a verb, a is an article, good is an adjective, and teacher is a noun. So, you see, you can now see the various parts of speech, and this confirms to you that the parts of speech or the word classes are the raw material for sentence construction. Every sentence we make in English contains various parts of speech. Well done. You've taken the first steps towards mastering basic English grammar. Remember that consistent practice is the key to success. So keep practicing and your English will improve in no time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest lessons. See you in the next video. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. see you in the next video. I look forward